Hey everyone, let's talk about the. What's the difference in these sentences? I saw a movie. I saw the movie. I had a sandwich. I had the sandwich. I heard a song. I heard the song. What's the difference? I'm going to talk about that in this video, but just to explain it here very briefly, the difference is when we say a or an, we're just talking about any random thing. You don't know what it is. I do, but maybe you don't. So I'm not going to be specific. The is used when I want to be specific. You know what I'm talking about, and I know what I'm talking about, so we can be specific about it. Let's imagine we're taking a class together. You are in the class with me, and we are in a biology class together. And I say these things to you. Have you done the assignment? This would make sense because we are in the same class together. You and I know that there is an assignment. And it's not just any assignment. You know which one, and I know which one. So I can say, have you done the assignment? That one that's due tomorrow. Or, did the teacher write back? The teacher? We're in the same class together. It's our teacher. You know the teacher. I know the teacher. So I can say the because it's specific. When will you go to the library? We go to the same school. There's one library at that school. You know which library. I know which library. The library on campus, okay? So we use the word the, okay, when we want to talk about something that is specific for the speaker and the listener. You know and I know what we're talking about. It's the same thing. We both know about it, so we can be specific. The other thing you need to know about the word the is you can use it for any noun, any type of noun. You can use it for a singular, countable noun like I had the taco that you left on the table, the one taco. Or I can use it with a plural countable noun. I ate the 2 tacos you left on the table. You know which ones. You left them there, and I know which ones. I ate them. That's why I'm saying the. I can also use the with non-count nouns. So like, I ate the food you left on the table. The food you left, I ate it. The can be used for all types of nouns. So that's the great thing. But the thing you need to remember is that we use it when we want to be specific, just like in these examples. So remember, we use the when we, me and you, right? The listener and the speaker, both are talking about the same thing. We're thinking about the same thing. So I saw the movie. That means we talked about a movie before, some movie, and then I went and I saw it. So I saw the movie. You know which movie I'm talking about because we talked about it before. Or I met the man. Well, if we had talked about a man, I don't know, somewhere, then when I met him, I say, I met the man. That makes sense to you because you and I talked about that person before. If I say, yeah, don't look at the sun. There's only one sun, right, in this solar system. So if I say the sun, you know which one I'm talking about, and I know which one. We have to say the sun. Or maybe we live in a small city, and we can talk about the places in the city, like the library, the bank, the grocery store. Maybe you live near the beach, okay? All of these things are specific to me and to you because we know about them. We live in this place together. Now, let me review. We use the word the, okay? when both the speaker and the listener are thinking about the same thing, okay? Speaker and listener are thinking about the same thing, okay? We also use the for the second mention of something. So when I know about something but you don't know, so the first time I say it, I have to use a or an or no article, right? And then the second time I can use the, because the second time you already know and I already know what I'm talking about. For example, I watched a movie, any movie. You don't know which one because I haven't talked to you about it. This is new information for you. So I have to say a movie because it's not specific. But then when I continue to talk about the movie, I can say the because you know already, because I already mentioned it. So the second time and the third time and the fourth time, I can say the, okay? I watched a movie. The acting in the movie was really good. The acting, the lighting, the music, the colors, the cinematography, whatever. I can be specific because I know you know now the second time I mention it. It's like saying, I went to a school. Do you know which school? No, we haven't talked about it. But I went to a school. Now you know I went there. So I can say, the teachers are very nice. What teachers? You know what I'm talking about now. You know which teachers. The ones at the school that I just mentioned, right? Okay, so it's like that. We use the mainly when the information we're talking about is specific between the speaker and the listener. Let's look at some very common uses of the word the, when to use them and when not to use them. Okay, let's talk about the ways that the is and is not used for these types of situations. Okay, people. We almost never use the before a person's name, okay? We cannot say the Bob, the Sylvia, the Mateo. We don't put the before someone's name. We just say their name, Mateo, right? But sometimes you want to be funny and you want to say you want to show that someone is the one and only, right? So you can say, hey, when you see your friend walking, you say, hey, the Mateo. And that means the one and only, right? But normally it's not grammatical, okay? If I say, yeah, I saw the Mateo yesterday, we don't say that. So, for names of countries, most of the time, it's not going to have the word the. We don't say the Japan, it's Japan. We don't say the Panama, it's Panama. But there are a lot of exceptions. We do say the United States. We do say the United Arab Emirates. Why? And it's because when a country's name ends with like a plural, like states, Emirates, right? Then it means there's like a collection going on there. So you put the before it, okay? Or when you say republic in the name of the country, so the Republic of some place, okay? Then you would use the, obviously, okay? And then continents. Continents, we don't put the before them, okay? So we don't say the North America is North America. We don't say the Asia, it's Asia, okay? Water, when we're talking about water, so like oceans, rivers, lakes, those things. Now that gets tricky, okay? For oceans, we do use the Pacific Ocean, right? The Atlantic Ocean. For oceans, we do use the, okay? Now, for rivers, we also use the, right? The Nile, the Mississippi, we do use the before them, okay? Lakes, we don't. We do not put the before them, okay? We say Lake Superior. We don't say the Lake Superior, okay? We say Lake Mead, not the Lake Mead, okay? So lakes, no the, all right? But rivers and oceans, yes. Mountains, if it's one individual mountain as opposed to a range of many mountains, that's different, okay? So if I want to say, talk about the Alps, that is many mountains, that's a range. So I say the Alps, okay? So for a range, we use the Alps, okay? The Appalachian Mountains. If it's one mountain, Mount Fuji, it's not the Mount Fuji, it's one mountain, okay? Mount Wilson, it's not the Mount Wilson, it's Mount Wilson. Okay, so when it's a range, we use the. When it's one mountain, we do not use the, okay? And finally, for islands, okay? So islands are groups, all right? When we talk about a group of islands, we do usually use the. So we can say the Hawaiian Islands, okay? Because we're talking about a collection of something, okay? Now, with cities, city names, we don't usually put the before. We don't. We don't say the Los Angeles is Los Angeles. We don't say the Madrid, it's Madrid, okay? So those are some useful little bits of information for you. All right, I hope that was helpful. Bye.